Seriously. Is this shit for real right now? Well, I guess I'm speaking for... I'll get something to drink. I need something to drink. You know what? I'll get a lozenge as well. All right, I guess this intro is for the archive at this point, but Borada, ving bubble revedd, sit naich dwno dwedi bod, rwan idw I, ving creso in Adremur, and now in Saesneg, and now in England, and the thing is, the bathroom trash is still in the other room. Good morning, my strange people. How's your day been? I'm Ruadhán, and welcome to my spooky house. I am. I saw something a couple days ago about the use of Cartrev as home, and I think I'm going to have to go back to a couple of the native speakers I occasionally speak with to see if Cartrev is truly like interchangeable with home, as in where one lives, like the specific location wherein one lives, or if it's more appropriate as a synonym for hometown. But yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing, and because now I'm second guessing myself. The Geriadir app I use is not showing me much in terms of precise stuff, though sometimes it does. It's very good for that. So it's been a while since I've done a hair dye day stream. I think the last one was in September, and I think I might have completely skipped an October dye day. And one thing that I have learned the hard way is that it's probably best to dye your hair, not just for the sake of like the little plastic gloves they give you in these home kits, though that is certainly something to think about as well. But like, if you're like me and you also have a set of pretty decent like latex-free gloves, because, well, you know, or latex gloves if you're one of those people who doesn't have an allergy to it, because rings will like bust through the plastic on those, but also, like, if you're like my mother, and she at some time reached a point in her journey through life as a baby boomer wherein she decided that using disposable or, you know, somewhat reusable plastic gloves for dyeing her hair was just like more trouble than it was worth, and just did it barehanded. But you want to keep your rings off, because especially if you're using henna, but even if you're using, like, you know, shit from the Target like I do. Either way, but like I said, this is like especially true about henna. In fact, henna, even like if you've got good instructions for your henna, it will literally tell you, like, do not put it in a not glass. Glass is fine. Do not put it in a metal bowl. Like, you really don't want to do. Enameled is fine, because when I was still doing henna, I would heat it up in my double boiler, but my double boiler is enameled, and, you know, enameled is fine. Like, it's technically metal, but it has a hardened enamel coat of paint over it and that basically, like, keeps it, you know, off the metal. Like, it doesn't make as long as it doesn't make direct contact with metal, you're fine. So yeah, if you're going to use a like a double boiler like I did to melt it and all of that, you know, or mix it if you want to, like, be old school and do it that way, use enamel. Like, even if you only ever use it for henna. And if you're going to be doing henna, I recommend a double boiler, just because you don't want it on direct heat. And melting down the scraps of my Lush shampoos, I learned the hard way that that, like, putting it on the little grooves of your, what's it called? It's a thing. The cast iron grill pan, that is not far enough from direct heat to be a good idea. Granted, I'm using it anyway because I'm broke. Hey, it actually snapped. They made it, like, easily snap off, finally. But I have to son of a bitch! Okay. So much of it squirted on me. That which ended up on the vanity counter is easily scooped up and wiped in there. But okay. And once again, like, nobody popping in for the chat, so I'm just running off my mouth for no fucking reason. Tap live chat, even though that's not going to be all that worthwhile. But sure, why not? So yeah. I thought about maybe doing the whole, like, little spiel I wrote in the description box for this stream. Like, do I want to, like, mean that sarcastically, or do I want to put that literally? And I am going with literally, because I gave myself a few minutes to decide, and I've done so. And where the fuck are my gator clips? Okay, they're not in here, because that would make some kind of sense, and I am somehow physically incapable of doing anything that makes sense. Is it possible that... Well, okay, I can't find my my good animal print gator clips that I love so much, but I do have these little clippy-doos, and I did find my my BioCure from Sally. I found 2 sachets of it, and so January I should probably go back to Sally and get some more, like a year's worth, which is what I did last time, and I am one stubborn little shit, so that's why I hadn't been using it for a while. It says, made with BioCure concentrate, stops itching, burning scalp when added to bleach toner or permanent wave, so this would count. A product additive for bleach, tint, toner, permanent wave solution, and neutralizer. Add entire contents of package to full amount of solution to be used just before applying. Use 1 or more packet when scalp is extremely sensitive, or if more than the normal amount of treatment solution is used. Okay, so yeah, ingredients: water, aliphatic, quarantary amine, that's all one ingredient, glutamic acid, formic acid, methylparaben. I see people avoiding parabens, so maybe you don't want to use that then. But in my experience, it does okay for keeping it, reducing the burn on my psoriasis. And I believe I have indeed. Don't do that. And I believe I have indeed done a video where I talk about that time I was formally diagnosed as having psoriasis, which was when I was 8 years old. And short version is, it was during the school's routine lice check, and one nun said to another nun as they go around and check everybody with the chopsticks, "Hey, come here and look at this. I've never seen," and then asked me like if psoriasis runs in my family, and I said I don't know, and she described it, like pretty basically, like as they do in the commercials for what amounts to basically using chemotherapy for treating psoriasis. At least that's how it was explained to me by my dermatologist, is that it's basically finding a newer medicinal use for certain chemotherapy medications. So and she says she would not recommend that for someone with a case like mine, even though it's considered a bit more moderate rather than mild, especially given that I have patches of it on my face. Okay, maybe the cream did help a little, because I started putting my regular ointment that I put on the patches on my legs and seasonally elbows, and most of the time inside my ears, though I do it before I go to bed because it absorbs, better, and I shower at night. It's better for your circadian rhythms to do that. At least that's what I saw from various medical professionals who have, for some reason, like studied that specific, much about like showering habits and sleep issues, like sleep disorders and all that. So yeah, it's like better for your circadian rhythms to shower before bed. I've heard some people say anecdotally for at least the last 20 years that it's better for your skin to shower at night, especially if you if you moisturize like right after you shower, like before bed. That combination of everything is better for your skin. Or maybe it's because the oils that your skin naturally secretes during the night get enough time, like when they, like you refresh it after, it refreshes after the shower, and then it gets enough time to secrete and really sink in, like while you're asleep. So like you wake up and your skin is in, it does a bit better. At least that's what I've read anecdotally for about the last 20 years or so. But yeah, it is indeed better for your circadian rhythms to shower at night. Some flipped up on my goddamn face. So I went to the doctor today about my carpal tunnel syndrome in my right wrist. And she recommended taking up yoga, which, is like the kind of thing I would prefer recommended, which is the reason that I still have a DO. The difference between, I forget, DO, Doctor of Osteopathy, I believe. Something like that. Basically, it's the difference between a DO and an MD is like, so okay, they have basically the same education, right? Between a DO and an MD, you have basically the same education. The major difference is the medical philosophy behind either one. Is DOs prefer to find ways for the body to I would, a lot of times I see it summarized as, for the body to heal itself, but that's just a really oversimplified way of putting it. And that's right, the bathroom bin is in the other room. And oh, lovely. So seriously. But yeah, the whole excuse me, having the body heal itself, it's kind of an oversimplification because, it's stuff like, doing exercises and all of that. It's, so like I said, it's, putting it that way is a bit of an oversimplification because, you do have to put in the work. It's not just like, well, just sit there and wait for body to heal thyself. But yeah, it was an in-person appointment, because last year we had a virtual appointment about this, and it did fuck all because the issue is still there. Between 2 and 4 times a month, I will get a sharp, and I described it as like almost electric feeling pain, like up through these fingers, which are like directly connected to the nerve in your carpal tunnel. Now the carpal tunnel is, I forget what kind of tissue she described it as, but your carpal tunnel is around here, like that. Like there's a big, like, there's a big ring of tissue inside your wrist, like, like under the muscle, and that is there to protect the main nerve, right? That is directly connected to these 3 fingers, but like also is like indirectly connected to the pinky and thumb. But I don't know if there's an evolutionary reason for this or what, but that's how it goes, right? So yeah, like I said, like it did fuck all last year to do that virtually, because why? Because like I don't have any idea like how to like do the little like pressure tests where like, okay, push back against my hands, now try to like hold your hands where they are while I'm pushing back, right? It's like I don't know how to do that on my own. Nobody really can. It's complete guesswork, whereas an actual doctor, like a general physician like mine is, will know how much like pressure to apply to the patient while you're doing these little like mini exercises, tests, right? Me, I know fuck all about that on my own, so can't really do that virtually, can you? No. But of course, it's everybody's still pushing for that. Everybody's still pushing for virtual therapy, and I'm like, but like that is not good for the mental health of many people. Which how my situation is as it is at this time, which I don't want to talk about, because talking about it, I'll at the doctor's office even, which is like why I was able to get such a, god damn it, why I was able to get an in-person appointment on otherwise very short notice, right? So and I would not be surprised, like it would not surprise me at all if the fact that she has been my GP since I was 14, right? So yeah, I'm sure the fact that she has been my general physician basically forever at this point had something to do with how I was able to get this appointment in relatively soon, and but it definitely helped knowing that my mental health has been down the shitter for pretty much since the beginning of the year. I might have mentioned in a recent-ish WFKU stream that I've not had a therapist since early February, right? There's another social worker who was coming by for a while, and there was some kind of miscommunication of a couple of texts and shit, and so for a while she hadn't been coming since April because she did not receive a few texts sent that way, and somehow she never received the voicemails either, and it took me basically having a nervous breakdown in the Facebook chat to their organization over the and saying that I need somebody to come and see me about this all right now. So, but I'm torn. Do I want to excuse me, continue talking out loud to nobody, because in theory it says there's 2 people in the chat on here, but nobody's saying anything? Or do I just want to end it right now and just go about my my business that I have to do regardless, with all this here? I'm torn. Do I want to keep doing the thing, or do I just want to, because nobody's talking. Oh, and now it says there's 1 person left in the chat. It's seriously, you're gonna come watch the stream, not say anything, and then okay, yeah, I think I'll end it. But positive note story. So those of you who are familiar enough with vintage hair care, which is largely geared toward ladies, hair care, of course, at least the stuff that everybody's really interested in. But I'm an effete. I've occasionally done drag. Either way, I'm a performing musician, have been since I was about 5 years old, so whatever. But yeah, those of you who are familiar enough, you know what a hair rat is. Those of you who are not, a hair rat is basically what happens when you collect the hair that comes out when you brush and comb, right? So let it build up a little bit, and then collect it, roll it into a ball, and that is how you get some of the super high bouffants and Gibson era pompadours and all that shit. Yeah, that's how they did it, was in the days before synthetic hair extensions and little mesh, plastic mesh jobbies that you see now for that. It would literally be all their own hair, right? So and yes, it is environmentally friendly. It is plastic free. How do you know? It's your own goddamn hair, saved and collected and rolled up into a fucking ball. That's all it is. And yes, I do use a rat sometimes when I'm going out and doing my hair. I think oh wait, no, the last 2 times I didn't do the I think one of the last 2 times I did film it, but I usually film and edit those down, but I don't think I definitely didn't post it. I haven't uploaded anything in a while, even though I should. I have a really good story time thing, little toilet goth story time that I really want to post, but it was telling me that I didn't have enough memory on the phone. I'm like, no, it's supposed to save it to the little micro SD card that I've got in there. It shouldn't matter what the hell the phone is saying. So I'm going to argue with that some more, go back to doing my bullshit that I have to do, and get enough sleep, hopefully. As always, if you enjoyed this, hit like. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. Doesn't matter to me which one you do. If you wish to encourage my my complete nonsense and descent into utter madness, feel free to subscribe and watch my social media stuff. If you have more dollars than cents, feel free to make a one-time PayPal tip, or just outright join my Patreon patrons and And then what? I don't know. Like, I've been posting some WIP music pieces lately. I've got a couple of them up there. And that's for like Phoebe tier patrons. That's $10 plus, and like I sometimes do like lyric WIP bits for the $5 plus and all of that. So and yeah, if you wish to join at what's that white boy tier, which was something actually said to or said about me by a now former neighbor for reasons completely related to the new landlord who's took over the building in January of this year. But then what happens? But yeah, like if you want to join that $50 plus what's that white boy tier, once a month, I will call your phone number. You have to provide it. I'm not that good with the internet. So yeah, like provide me your phone number. And once a month, at a time and day of my choosing, I will, caller ID mask, and I will sing at you or your voicemail. The first time I do it is guaranteed to be "You're Crazy" by Guns N' Roses, at least the first two verses. But after that, it's my call. I won't have a conversation with you. I won't answer any questions. I won't even say hello when you pick up. I will just start singing. You pick up, you say hello, I start singing. You let it go to voicemail because you can't read the caller ID. It don't matter. I'll just sing. I'll sing until the thing until either the song ends or the thing or the thing cuts me off at the end of the time it allots, whichever one happens first, right? And that will be it. And that will be like once every calendar month. There is a limited number of people who can claim that perk at this tier, at this amount, and that is 28. Why? Because there are 28 days in February, and I don't want to do more than a day. So that means every other day of the year, I will have 2 to 3 days off from doing this. But yeah, like I'm only doing this once a day, or like I'm doing 3 a day, sometimes, just to get it all out of the way. I don't know, but yeah, I don't want to do more than an average of once a day, because I enjoy my work as a performing musician, but but like I'm like I prefer to do it on my terms, and my terms is I'm not doing more than an average of once a month. So yeah, like if you have more dollars and cents, by all means, like throw your money away at paying me $50 for a private one song concert every month. Like, come on, like Beyonce would charge at least 10 times that for a single song concert once a month, right? She would charge so many more times that, and unlike Beyonce, I really need the money. But yeah, I digress. So all that, and speaking of Patreon, thanks so much to my longtime Patreon supporters, Canadian illustrator and artist Susie Bika, wonderful, wonderful person, one of my best friends, one of my oldest friends, son of a bitch. Yeah, she and I have been friends for almost 20 years. I want to say like 17 or 18, not quite 20. Also, Ali Valkyrie, she's American expat living in Rennes, France. She's also polytheist and far left activist blogger. And there was something else I was going to say, but I forgot. Oh yeah, she's also literally the person that Fred Armisen and what's her face ripped off for the "Put a Bird on It" Portlandia sketch. She is literally that person. She is literally that person that they ripped off to make a stupid joke. And of course, for a few years after that sketch, she stopped with the birds because she hated all the goddamn times people would ask her about that. So, and of course, like, there's fuck all she can do about it because of, various technicalities within copyright law, right? And number 3 would be Karen L, just like a lovely lady who found me on YouTube and decided that I needed her filthy money. So yeah, join the ranks of these like 3 very nice people for at least until it gets far too unwieldy for me to name and thank everybody. Oh, Siska! Siska, I was waiting until I saw you on stream again. I was just wrapping up right now, but you came on, you said something. I'm gonna do the thing real quick. So yeah, this was just like my hair dye day. I wanted to stream it for some ungodly reason, and but like right now I'm tired. Long story short, my entire body aches for a number of reasons. And one of those reasons is arguably my fault because like whilst my mother did have me tested in childhood as having a 157 IQ, I am still a dumbass. And that's not good for this. I don't want to use my good hair cutting scissors because I can't find a goddamn letter opener to save me. But yeah, I was waiting until Siska came on stream, and now she's here and saying hello, even though I'm wrapping up because my whole body aches and all that's going on now is I don't know. But yes, so I got your letter finally, like this being all of my my PO box and stuff. So yeah, I got your your card. Your greeting card you sent to me because you're such a sweet person. Oh. Okay, I'll look at. Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Oh, I love that. I think I'm gonna put this up on one of my walls because. Oh, took some time. I got it a few weeks ago, but there were a couple weeks that I couldn't stream for some reason. The first couple of weeks I had it, and then this last Tuesday when I was on, I didn't see you come on into the stream. So yeah, I've had it for a while. It's just I was waiting until I saw you again, and hello, Rowan. Here's a little note from me. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing as well as can be expected, all things considered. And honestly, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Wanted to thank you for always welcoming me so kindly in your streams when I wake up in the night from nightmares. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. You're welcome. I'm thankful that you're that you're grateful for what I do. It always helps me to listen for a while. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to understand it all, but that's okay. Oh, thanks so much. Thanks so much. Much love and a big hug for the kitties. Oh yeah, and oh my gosh, I love this. This is gorgeous. Thanks so much. It says here, Philodine. Oh, this is hella Scandinavian. Rijwel Lampen poster Rickhelm 1950. I probably really messed up the pronunciation there, but like I said, like that's not a language I speak. Lampen. That makes me think German, but Danish is what's spoken in the Netherlands, right? I think that's considered Germanic in origin. Oh, these are cute. Little cutouts of succulents. These are adorable. I actually picked up a a couple new succulents earlier today. It's one of them is a brain cactus. I love those. I've not had one ever, honestly. I don't know why I haven't had one ever before, but I love them. They're kind of adorable. Yeah, I didn't want to tear the tape. So oh, and we've got more of these little cutout things. Oh my gosh, one looks like to be a little tiny notepad. Oh, this is curious. That's so cute though. And painted watercolor wreath. That's it's a little tag thing. Oh, I think there's some stickers. Some of these are stickers. That's very cute. Little cat in a saucer. And we've got a cut jewel. Oh, Mousable. Oh, Dutch in the Netherlands. Okay. Yeah, that's Denmark. That's Danish. Okay. Sometimes I get them confused, but I'm filthy American, so sometimes happiness is a feeling, sometimes it's a decision. Oh, this is one that says happy birthday. So that's probably about when you posted this out. Yeah, like I said, I got it. I want to say I picked it up out of my post office. I want to say second week of October. Oh, good night, kitty. And another good night, kitty. Another one of these cut gem looking one. Oh, and good night, kitty feet. That's cute. New fill. Can somebody translate this for me? Mousable. I get them confused a bit as well here. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure people in both countries are very used to it by now, but I still feel a little bad because, you know, Catholic guilt. That's a thing. Colors are the smiles of nature. Lee Hunt. And it's just like a little small sticky notepad. That's cute. Thanks so much, Siska. I know you get lonely sometimes, and you just like tune in to the streams when you can and all of that, and I'm just grateful for anybody who is willing to put up with my nonsense. As I said to somebody recently, probably out at the club since they've reopened anyway, is I have a very specific type when it comes to like potential long-term romances, and that is anybody who's crazy enough to put up with my nonsense. Well, crazy or patient enough, but usually those two are just kind of like one and the same. But as I said, maybe about 10 minutes ago, before Siska came on, and yeah, I'm hoping I was gonna wrap up. My whole body aches, but I still have shit I have to do besides letting the dye cure on my head for another 20 minutes, I think, and messing with this little blemish here, which I think, oh my gosh, did I get an ingrown hair? Well, I've been pulling my hair out again, so that's always a possibility. But yeah, I've got shit I have to do. I don't feel like toting around the phone to continue live streaming through all my boring ass household chores like I need to complete and all that tonight. But but yeah, thanks so much to everybody who wanted to show up. Linktree and all of that is in the description box below, where you can find like all of my other projects that I do, as well as like if you want to throw your money away on me, there's the PayPal tip jar and Patreon and all of that. Siska says, "Oh, maybe stop then. Have a good day and hope you feel better soon." Yeah. Thanks so much. But like I said, when I saw you come on, I wanted to do this just in case like this coming Tuesday, is another time where I'm on where I'm on my show and you didn't show up again because I didn't see you this last Tuesday. I don't know what the heck is up with things, but I've had like my last couple of streams have been like very, very low turnout, compared to usual. So I don't know if it's just that I had to take a brief hiatus just for mental health reasons or what, but yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, so as always, thanks so much. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Nos da achwil. Bats and kisses.